Everybody knows that horror films have been like historically snubbed at the Oscars, but let me really put that into perspective for you. The first Oscars was in 1929, and this year is going to be the 97th ceremony. Since 1929, including this year, there have been 5,182 films nominated for an Academy Award. Of those over 5,000 films, 74 have been horror movies. Now, that number isn't 100%. It's give or take a few because there's some horror adjacents like mysteries, sci fi, thrillers. Still, it's definitely under 100. In addition, there have been 1,378 movies that have won an Oscar, and of those, 27 are horror movies. Let's talk about the most important award, which is Best Picture. These numbers include the nominees for this year. Obviously, the Oscars hasn't happened yet. But over this 97 years, there have been 611 films nominated for Best Picture. And of course, 96 winners, not including this year yet. Of those 611 films nominated for Best Picture, only 7 have been horror movies. First horror movie to be nominated for Best Picture didn't come until 1973 with The Exorcist. The Exorcist also has the record for the most nominated horror film in history with 10 total nominations. It actually did win too. It won for Best Screenplay and Best Sound. The next film to be nominated for Best Picture was in 1975 with Jaws, and this was nominated for a total of 4 Oscars, and it actually won 3 of them. The only one it didn't win was Best Picture. It won for score, film editing, and sound. The third horror film to be nominated for Best Picture was Silence of the Lambs, and this is the first one to win. Not only that, but this is the third movie in history to win the Big Five at the Academy Awards. So that means they won for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, Best Actor, and Best Actress. So Silence of the Lambs is considered like the most celebrated horror film in Academy Award history because of that. The next movie to be nominated for Best Picture was The Sixth Sense in 1999. This movie was actually nominated for 6 Oscars and it won 0. It was nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor, Best Actress, Best Screenplay, and Best Film Editing. The next film to be nominated for Best Picture was The Black Swan in 2010, and it didn't win Best Picture, but Natalie Portman did win for Best Actress. Now, in addition to her and Jodie Foster for Silence of the Lambs, that makes 3 women in total for ever winning an Academy Award for Best Actress in a horror movie, the third being Kathy Bates in Misery. The 6th horror movie to be nominated for Best Picture was Get Out in 2017. It did not win for Best Picture, but Jordan Peele did win for Best Screenplay, and he was actually the first Black writer that ever won that. And this movie was also nominated for Best Director and Best Actor for Daniel Kaluuya. The Substance is nominated this year, and it is the 7th horror movie to ever be nominated for Best Picture. It has the chance to be the 2nd horror movie to ever win. Most of the other horror movies that have won Oscars have been either for like Best Makeup or Best Visual Effects. The first ever horror movie to be nominated for an Oscar was in 1931 with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Frederick March actually won for Best Actor for this movie, tied with somebody else. I guess it was different back in the day. But that makes him the only person to ever win Best Actor in a horror movie. 1931. Oh yeah, horror has been historically snubbed at the Oscars for 97 years, and I'm really hoping that changes this year. I think all the nominations that The Substance, Alien Romulus, and Nosferatu got are a very good sign.